After the establishment of the People's Republic of China in 1949, the Chinese Communist Party declared the West a fundamental threat to its new country. As the party celebrates its centenary, tensions with the West are again at the fore as the world's largest economies tangle over their vastly different visions for the world.
No one can deny the path proven by the choice of the Chinese people, nor is anyone able to stop China from its determined progression along the socialist path with Chinese characteristics.
We see the Chinese Communist Party also for what it is, the central threat of our times. Our vigorous diplomacy has helped lead an international awakening to the threat of the CCP.
But the party hasn't always been so starkly in conflict with the West and the US in particular. President Richard Nixon visited Beijing in 1972, and Chairman Deng Xiaoping made a trip to Washington in 1979. At times, the party has seemed more open to building bridges rather than burning them. Determining friend from foe has consistently been a defining consideration for the party.
Now, it sounds almost like the sort of question that a 5-year-old would pose in the playground, and it doesn't sound like the kind of thing that should, drive a sensible international relations policy. But that is the underpinning question.
Under President Xi Jinping, though, foreign policy has become one of China's central issues. While relations with the West remain rocky, in particular during the Trump administration, China's made diplomatic inroads in other parts of the world. Its Belt and Road Infrastructure Initiative and vaccine diplomacy have helped boost ties with the likes of African nations, Brazil and Turkey.
It helped project China's soft power, generate goodwill in those countries that receive the Chinese vaccine aid. It also helped promote the image of a country that is responsible and that is reliable, especially when the United States is absent.
The pandemic has been the latest flashpoint for tensions with the West. The World Health Organization conducted an inquiry this year into the emergence of COVID-19 in the Chinese city of Wuhan. But the US, UK and Australia have all called for further investigations. There's also been a growing fallout over domestic issues China considers to be off limits. That includes the crackdown here in Hong Kong, human rights abuses in Xinjiang, and territorial claims in the South China Sea. Celebrations this week have mostly avoided the large-scale military displays of the past, but as the party, the Republic, and the country's 1.4 billion people look back on the last 100 years, tensions with the West will likely continue to define China's future. Joel Flynn, TRT World, Hong Kong.